of Jumu'ah, then you have the Maghrib and the Isha and the family dinner, and see your brothers and sisters in Islam in the congregation during the Jumu'ah. Then you see some of them again during the family dinner. What a great connection that we have together. May Allah keep His blessings upon all of us. Allahumma ameen. You know, by coming together, that's what we believe in Islam. Al-mar'u da'ifun binafsi. Like you are weak by yourself. Qawiyun bi-ikhwanih. He's so strong. He comes to his brothers as one community. So that's something, it's a blessing from Allah. You know, lots of people, like some of them might be in a country and they cannot even find the masjid or find brother in Islam to live their religion together. So it's a ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Especially when it comes to Jum'ah. Where's Brother Ahsan? Yes, and you have Brother Ahsan cooked some nice food. That's something great. So we have ibadah and we enjoy the food, and it's ibadah too. What do you think, Brother Faisal? It's good? Excellent. Alhamdulillah. See? Yes, alhamdulillah. So you have three elements, mashallah. Brother Faisal, Brother Abdul Basit, Brother Ahsan. Okay. So just let's move quickly to the topic. Do you remember what was the topic about?
Was getting slanderous treatment in the Western press, Western media.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And actually, Jazakallah khairan, brother. Actually, it's about his characteristics, his quality. It's about the mercy of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we as Muslims, no doubt that if I were to ask any one of you, whether Brother Rashid or my brother Shariq, who's talking with Dr. Zaki right now, I'm not exposing anyone, okay? Or maybe Haj Wazdi, okay? Where's Haj Wazdi? Okay. If I were to ask any one of you, do you love Rasulullah Muhammad? How much you love Rasulullah? Unlimited. See, that's my son. Allahu. Unlimited. But you know what? Let's have that discussion. It's easy to claim that you love Rasulullah. But what's the indication of the real love? That you follow the sunnah of Rasulullah. No, that's not one of the indications, to listen to me. So the indication actually is that shows that you love Rasulullah is to follow his sunnah. Right, brother? Our muazzin, Brother Noor. So when you follow Rasulullah, that means you love him. When you study his seerah. So any claim is so easy. I can tell you, do you know how to drive? You might say yes, but show me your license. Do you own a house? You might say yes. Show me the deed. Do you have this? Yes. Show me the registration for the car. Do you love Rasulullah? Yes. Show me how much you follow him sallallahu alayhi wasallam and follow his sunnah. Even Allah actually made his love and following Rasulullah, respecting his orders, obeying his commands, part of the Quran. Many positions in the Quran, Allah said, وَأَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ. Obey Allah and his messenger. Okay, that's one level. Some people might say, okay, Imam, so now we have two. Allah and the Rasul. So I have to obey Allah and his messenger. So what if I obeyed Allah and I disobeyed the messenger? Can that work? Allah made it clear in the Quran, مَنْ يُطِعِ الرَّسُولَ فَقَدْ أَطَاعَ اللَّهِ. Whoever obeyed the messenger, he is indefinitely had obeyed Allah. Means they are together. Allah had sent the commands and Rasulullah had applied those commands on earth. Even the commands of Rasulullah. Allah said, "O you who believe, لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي." Do not raise your voice. That's the rough translation. Do not raise your voice over the voice of a Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what does it mean to raise your voice over his voice? Do we have Rasulullah alive with us? No. What does it mean? Do not put yourself before Rasulullah. Do not put your words before him. If you had seen a hadith or a command to the Prophet Muhammad to do, put it first. Put it first. That's how you love Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I don't want you to go to the hard test today, but maybe I choose some of you who will not get mad at me. Maybe Brother Barakat he will not get mad at me, right? He saved me today. May Allah bless you, brother. Akramak Allah. So if I were to tell you, do you love Rasulullah more than your wealth? Do you love Rasulullah more than your family members, your children? Do you love Rasulullah more than yourself? This is what happened with Umar ibn al-Khattab. One day he shook hand, was shaking hand Rasulullah, then Rasulullah made dua for him. And he said, Ya Rasulullah, Wallahi inni la uhibbuk. I love you so much. He said, more than your wife and the family and the kids? He said, yes, definitely. He said, more than your wealth? He said, of course. He said, more than yourself? He said, no. He said, no. Umar was honest. Umar was honest. He said, no. Expected that from him. Yes, Umar doesn't afraid from his wife and the kids to be there while he's answering. No, that's no. They weren't with him at that time. By the way, do you know, mashallah, Umar was giant. He was gigantic. Like when we talk about Brother Ashmir, Assalamu alaikum. Are you still awake?
I am.
Okay. So, Sayyidina Umar, his height, his tall, was like a man who is sitting on a camel. Just try to grasp this. A man sitting on a camel, that was his height. And muscular. So he will not be afraid of anyone, believe me. Okay, so now, Sayyidina Umar said, no, not more than myself. Then Umar went aside and he started to think. He said, my nafs, I love my nafs more than Rasulullah, but my nafs was astray. I was worshipping idols. And because Allah made him the reason to bring the guidance to me, and also on the day of judgment, I'm looking for his intercession. He is the one who will save me from the hellfire. This is Rasulullah. Then he went back. He said, Ya Rasulullah, now I love you more than myself. He said, now you had perfected your iman. So I don't say the one who doesn't love Rasulullah more than himself doesn't have any iman. No. I said, once you have it, you will perfect your iman. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Allah did not make his life just to be, you know, some people will do kind of celebration what they call it Miladun Nabi or Al-Mawlid al-Nabawi. But do you think a man with this quality, our leader, the best human being ever, only deserves to have one day for celebration? Oh, absolutely not. If we wanted to do celebration, we should do it every day. This is Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It's not about a specific day to do celebration, and some people get some halwa, okay, some desserts and all of this, and you might have some people, they gather together. Okay, if you will remember his sunnah and his seerah, okay, but do not make it exclusively to be only for one day. If you want to celebrate this, if you want to enjoy having, you could stay the rest of your life talking about him, studying his characteristics, to know his quality, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And that's actually what we need to do, is to revive the sunnah of Rasulullah Muhammad. To have it done. And also for our actions to be governed by his sunnah. Means what? Let me give you an example. Let's say that there is a brother who wanted to invite you for a wedding. And when he invited you, you said to yourself, oh, you know what? I invited him before to the wedding of my son and he didn't come, he didn't show up. And for that, I will not attend the wedding of his daughter. Is that right? If your actions are governed by the sunnah of Rasulullah, you would never say that. Because you will open the book of the sunnah and you will find the hadith of Rasulullah. حق المسلم على المسلم خمس. The rights of Muslims upon Muslims are 5. In another narrations are 6. The first one in the list, when he invites you, you must answer. So if I am a person who have this commitment of loving Rasulullah, then I have to follow and I have to say yes if I don't have anything making me busy, if I don't have any emergency. So the priority here is for my brother. And also, if you say, I love Rasulullah, one of the results of loving him, to understand the meaning of the brotherhood. Like, how many of us today here in the masjid, mashallah, with this large number, you see how many nationalities, how many mother tongues. And by the way, why they call it mother tongues? No, because the father has no time to speak. You get it? So that's why they call it mother tongue. They didn't give the father even time to speak. Okay, so how many languages that we might have? Actually, many languages that we talk. But if we wanted to implement the real prophethood and the real following of the sunnah, that means we are all brothers and sisters, one family, one community, helping one another, taking care of one another, forgive one another, being nice, being kind, soft, merciful. This is the description that Allah said in the Quran. So may Allah keep us always united. May Allah keep us always loving, caring, and merciful. Allahumma ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Barakallahu feekum. And of course, all of you are invited, inshallah, after the sunnah to have the dinner, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum.